1 in 6 Australians have been denied a loan or credit card because of a poor credit rating. So how do you check what your credit rating is and clean up your score?
Yeah, joining us to explain is Rebecca Murray from the Australian Retail Credit Association. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Just explain how a bad credit score can impact us.
Well, if you have a low credit score, a lender's going to look at it and say, maybe... it can really affect your ability to get a loan at a critical point in your life. For example, if you need a mortgage or you want to buy a car. So it's really important to improve your credit score if you can.
What is considered a bad credit score?
So there's no magic number, but the higher it is, the better. A credit score typically goes from 0 to 1,000, sometimes to 1,200, and the higher it is, the better. The good news is that the credit reporting system is changing in Australia, and so there's going to be more opportunity to fix your credit score if it's not very good.
All right, what do you reckon the percentage of people watching at the moment, how many of them would know what their credit score is, do you reckon?
Not very many.
Yeah.
So, and I think that in other countries like the United States and the UK, everyone knows their credit score. It's like a personal asset, and we really want Australians to know that going forwards, it's important that they know what their credit score is.
So how do they go about that? How do they find out their score?
Well, it's really easy. You go to CreditSmart, which is the information website set up for consumers to show you how to access your free credit report. It is free once a year. Also, how to get a credit score, which is really like a summary of your credit report. It's a snapshot of your credit report, and you can also get those free, and you get those every month, and they show you how you're going.
So there's a difference between your credit report and your credit score?
Yeah, so your credit report is the most important thing. It's like a report on you and all the loans you have and how you're going with your repayments. So that's really like your heart. It's the heart of your credit health. Your credit score is just a number. It goes, it's a 1 to 1,000. The higher it is, the better. But it's like a snapshot in time. So it can change over time as you do different things. And you can fix that if there's a problem there.
So if it turns out we don't have a desirable score, how can we go about fixing that, improving our rating?
Well, there are 3 things you can do. So the most important is to pay your bills on time. When you pay your bills on time, you get a tick every month going forwards in the new system. And that's fantastic, because if you've had a problem in the past, like a black mark on your credit report, which is still there for 5 years, but now going forwards in the new system, you can see that you've paid your accounts on time, and that can mitigate it. So it can help you to look a lot better to a lender if you need to borrow money.
And just to clarify, when you say pay your bills on time, you're just talking about when you've got loans, or is it also bills when you're talking?
Well, it's actually financial accounts. So it's mortgages, it's credit cards, it's car loans, and it's personal loans. So those are the ones that show up going forwards on your credit report.
And over how much time does it take to repair your score if it's a bad one? How many bills do you have to pay on time?
That's a really good question. That's going to change depending on the lender. Everybody will have different criteria, but 24 months of information will soon be stored on people's on their credit reports in terms of repaying their loans. So the sooner you start paying them on time, the better, and you get a whole series of ticks, and that's a really good thing in case, particularly if you've had a black mark in the past. It can help you get past that.
So CreditSmart would be a good starting point, that website?
That is the best place to go, because you can get your free credit reports there, you can get a credit score, a monthly credit score, you can learn how to fix things if there's a problem on your credit report. It will show you how to fix things yourself for free without needing to go and speak to a credit repair agency.
Great advice.
Lots of good advice there. We appreciate it, Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Do you know your credit score?
I don't know mine, no. I hope it's okay.
Find out.
We should find out.
Yeah, do you know yours?
No idea.
Oh, there you go.
I'm intrigued now.
Bit of homework for us later today.
Thank you.